So, yesterday, as you know, we did the day one of the little donate for us to go to LA, and today is day two, coming up in a little bit. I would just like to take the time to say thank you for everyone that came and has donated so far. It really does mean a lot that so many dudes are just supporting to try and get us out there to have our own fucking fun. I mean, it's like, I know it might seem a little bit conceited and selfish, but it's really awesome to know that people are like, yeah, dude, fucking go for it, whatever. I don't know, just really hit home, you know? But, I will be trying to make it up to every single person that has donated, because it does mean a huge lot, and, you know, we'll figure something out eventually. But anyways, hey guys, as well, we got a match here today against Sucker4Jessica, aka Kashif, that one dude who's getting married in 2 years, and, you know, that's kind of something. But anyways, got a standard OU match here, because I haven't battled Kashif in forever, we need to do that. So, I just threw together this one rain team, because I was like, probably she's a decent team against Kashif. So, I got a Polytoad, Standard Tornadus, Dragonite, the one bulky tank one, Standard Mammoth Wine, Choice Scarf Terrakion, and a Standard Special Defensive Jirachi. So, he's also running rain, so I know right off the bat I do not need to lead with my Polytoad, because I probably just want to get his up, because it looks like he'll have more benefits from the rain than I will, so he'll probably want it up. Threats on his end, I know that Thundurus is going to be annoying. Let's see, the Latios will probably be a little bit annoying, but I should be able to take it. Most of his dudes, like, the main thing is the Thundurus. I need to figure out what that's doing, stop it from doing too huge of hits, and, you know, go from there. But otherwise, his team doesn't really threaten me too badly, so I should be okay. But, just going to lead off with my Jirachi, just because I want to get my rocks up. I knew he was going to probably just lead off with his Polytoad, so I just go with my Jirachi. I noticed he goes first, which means he is running speed investment. I don't know if that means he's Specs or if he's Scarf, but I do notice that does a lot of damage, so I'm suspecting that it might be Specs. After I go for my Stellar Rocks, I'm like, okay, let's go to Dragonite. Should be able to take a Hydro Pump very easily, because I do a Special Defense investment. I have Multiscale. There's no reason why Dragonite should be able to die from this, so I'm just going to go straight for the Dragon Tail, because I thought he might want to go out to, like, something to take the Thunder, so I was like, okay, let's just go for Dragon Tail. But he actually stayed and went for Hydro Pump. Misses, not too huge, as you'll see in a little bit, but, I don't know, I guess it might play a little bit of a factor, but Dragon Tail out to Jirachi, I'm like, okay, that's fine, I'll just Thunder it, and I'm just assuming that he might not be a Calm Minder, but it turns out he does go for Sub, and then he's probably just gonna go, no, he just goes for Thunder right here, but I know he has a Calm Mind. I think he uses it later, but it's like, I should really suspect every Jirachi in rain to be Sub-Calm Mind. It's like, I don't know why I don't sometimes. It's like, it's just Sub-Calm Mind Jirachi has just been a huge thing, like with the rain lately. It's just been, I have not had the funnest times dealing with it lately, I'll tell you that much. But he does get the Para Hex on me. It takes 2 Thunders to break his Sub, and I know he'll just start Calm Minding eventually. And since he has that Para, he has a lot of initiative. So I gotta go to Mammoth Wine. I know I can't take 2 hits, but I need to at least try and kill his Sub so I can try and do something else to him. But he goes for the Water Pulse. He is faster. He does run speed investment, so he is going to be able to take me out next turn with the Water Pulse, most likely. But at least break his Sub, so that should give me a little bit of initiative to try and deal with this Jirachi later. But he's going to go for another Sub, just in case I want to overpredict or if I want to switch out or something. But I just want to get this Jirachi, like, Sub broken out of the way. And he finally realizes this, and he's just going to go for the Water Pulse right here to take me out, which is really unfortunate, because I get, like, right away, I'm at a huge disadvantage, because my Dragonite's paralyzed, my Jirachi's half hurt, and it's like, it's just not a good situation for me, so I gotta go to my Terrakion, who does have the Earthquake, like standard Choice Scarf Terrakion probably would, and I just gotta go straight for that. I cannot risk this Jirachi right now. It's really not a good spot for me against that Jirachi, so he brings in the Latios. I'm like, okay, my Jirachi's at half. I can't really take a hit too well, so I'm going to go out to my Polytoad, who should be able to take anything from this Latios just fine. And he goes for Psyshock, which if I went into Jirachi, that would have been really good, but oh well, that happens. But anyways, he's going to go into Polytoad now. I just went for Scald because I totally forgot about that thing, and I thought everything on his team would be hit by it, but then it's like, oh wait, he has a fucking Toxicroak. But now I'm just going to go for the Perish Song, because I thought, okay, I'll probably set up an SD, and I can probably somehow sack something to get him out of there, or figure something else out. But he goes back into Latios, which I'm like, okay, that's fine. I forget if I just go for Toxic or Ice Beam. I think I go for Ice Beam. No, I directly switch out to Jirachi, thinking, okay, he'll probably just switch out too, or I can take a hit with whatever. So he's going to go back into Toxicroak. I'm like, okay, I got to try and get this thing paralyzed, get some Paraflinch working. I need to just get this thing destroyed is really what I have to do. He does get paralyzed there. It's like, just right now I'm not in a good spot, so I need to try and just weaken his things as much as possible no matter what. So just gonna go for an Iron Head here and hopefully do a good chunk of damage, which it does, and I should be able to flinch him to death, hopefully, or paraflinch him rather, but it's gonna take a little bit because he got both Dry Skin and Leftovers working. But here he decides to switch out to his Jirachi, knowing he can take any hit from me, so I'm like, shit, what am I gonna do about this thing? I already know I'm not in a good spot against it, and I see how much that Iron Head does, and I'm like, shit, what the fuck am I gonna do? So, is it here? I forget if it's here or not. Yeah, here, I decide, fuck it, I'm gonna go to Politoed. Mainly just because I know I can at least take one Thunder and a Scald unboosted from, or well, him, not even gonna call mine boost, one Scald should be able to take out his sub since the rain is up. So I'm just hoping for that, and then I can bring in Terrakion to revenge kill him with the close combat. But he does go for the Thunder, gets a Parahax on me, and then I get paralyzed. So it's like, fuck, I don't even get a chance now to see if Scald will even break the sub. So that kind of sucks, because now my Politoed's going to go down, and his Jirachi has that free sub, and I'm like, oh, fuck, what am I going to do against this thing? Because basically this thing is just wrecking my face right now, and I can't do much about it. And I should probably, like, edit this team a little bit to deal with Jirachi a little bit better. But I really just threw his team together really quick. I'm still kind of using it, but I still kind of want to play around with it. I don't know, whatever. But just go for Earthquake with Terrakion, because I can't risk him doing anything else. He does go for the Thunder. Luckily, this time he does not get the Parahax. So I'm going to be able to go for another Earthquake and take him out, which is very fortunate for me, because that Jirachi out of the way gives me a lot of leeway, but at the same time, I'm still going to be in a very bad situation. So now he's going to bring in the Thunderous, and I'm like, shit, well, as long as I can weaken it a little bit with Jirachi, I should be able to take one hit, see what happens. If he has Life Orb, good for him. That'll just help me out. But he goes to the Agility. I'm like, oh, great. So that means if I don't get a Parahax on this thing, he could potentially sweep my entire team. So I got to try and get a Body Slam Para ASAP, you know? But he goes for Thunder. Does obviously hit because it's rain, but it does a fuckload. Even with him having Leftovers, I get a crit, but no Para. And that crit does actually kind of help out in a little bit, you'll see, but as of right now, I'm thinking, shit, I didn't get the Para. That's really not good, because honestly, I would have rather had the Para than the crit, but I mean, I won't really complain about it. But then he scores a crit on me with the Thunder. I don't know if it mattered or not. I don't think it mattered, so that's whatever. But now I'm going to have to go into Dragonite, probably the only thing I have that could potentially take a hit, because I do have Special Defense investment, I am Calm, so I gotta hope I can take a hit and then hit him with a Dragon Tail, which I do luckily take a hit. I don't get paralyzed, and Dragon Tail luckily hits, and I get him the fuck out of there. He'll die from Stealth Rock switch in, and that's kind of where the crit plays in, because now he'll actually die from Stealth Rocks and all that fun stuff. But Dragon Tail him into the Toxicroak. I do notice he's faster, so he should be able to get off Ice Punch if he has it, or he might have tried to go for Sucker Punch, but I just said, fuck it, I'm going for Hurricane, and he's actually going to go to his Politoed, and I really wish I roosted there instead, because then I notice his Politoed has Leftovers. I'm like, oh, well, that's great. So I'm just going to try and go for a Thunder right here just in case he does something weird. But he just takes me out with the Ice Beam, which is kind of where the Rooster to play it in, because I might have been able to take the hit. But then again, if I didn't get that damage on Politoed, probably would have been in a worse situation. But I'm going to go into Tornadus now, just go for Hurricane and take out this Politoed, because that's all I can really do. But at this point, it's just not really looking that good. He's got fucking 3 or 4 Pokemon left. 3 of them can actually do shit. He's got this Mamoswine, and here I'm just like, fuck it, I'm gonna stay in Hurricane. I might be able to live an Ice Shard, and if I do, I get to kill this thing, but then I'm still screwed because he has both Toxicroak and Latios. But he predicted me to switch out to Terrakion, predicting Ice Shard, but Ice Shard would have 2 KO Terrakion, so that was kind of a huge misplay on his part, as a matter of fact, because now Latios has no chance of living this Hurricane, and since he does not run Scarf, easily takes him out. So basically that mistake with Mamoswine cost him the entire match, because he would have been able to 2KO my Terrakion. He would have been in a great situation if he just went for Ice Shard. But now, since he didn't go for Ice Shard because he overthunk it, I get to kill his entire team with a Tornadus, because Sucker Punch easily doesn't take me out since he's not Life Orbed, and since Tornadus actually has decent defenses. I'm able to take out that Toxicroak, and then all he's got left is the Thunderous, which dies from rocks, and I would outspeed anyways, so actually the crit probably didn't matter as much from there. But I am able to win the match very, very luckily from that misplay, which a lot of people just love to misplay Mamoswine against me. It's just kind of funny. Like, a lot of good people, you know. It's just funny, but you know what? That's the match. So GG Cash, if he didn't get that misplay, would have easily been his game. Probably would have brought it down to like a 2 on his side, most likely. But you know what? Whatever. It was a fun match. So, yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. yeah, there'll be the second part of the stream today, so if you want to check that out, you'll probably see it in a little bit anyways. So yeah, I guess that's it for today. So I hope you guys enjoyed, etc, etc, blah. Rick, comment, sub, and later, guys.